Hello, my name is Jennifer, and welcome to part 30 of my Rags to Riches High School Years edition. And if you are returning, welcome back. And they have moved, as I said they would. They are now in Britechester. They're in the neighborhood where the Foxbury Institute is. Though the three who are in university are actually going to Britechester, but I came here because I actually find it easier to be in a different neighborhood from where they're going to school when my Sims are spellcasters and transportalite, which two of them at least do. Though I am eventually, and here we have our grades. I just came in just before. So there's Hugo's grades. He got an A+, which he needed for his aspiration. We needed, I think, I don't know if it's a B. I don't remember. I know you need to get an A in a class, and that's what Herbert needs. But Hugo needed the next tier where he had to have like a certain average, which escapes me right now, but whatever. And now I guess we're going to get this for all of them. Oh, look, there he got A+. Good. So they're term GPA and GPA. So for Hugo and Hermione, they have this is their second term of 4 courses. So they have one more term with 4 courses to finish their degrees. And Herbert, it's just his first one, which is probably why that looked a little different. And yes, we will sign up. So I've been doing 3 core classes and then an optional elective class. And the reason I like to do that is because then they can learn something that's outside of their degree courses. Because a lot of times I find that they get the things, they've maxed the skills in the degree courses by the time they finish, so I'd rather them like work on something else. So I have made a note of the skills they might like to work on, except for if they have no skill at all in them, then I haven't made a note, so I'll have to be guessing at that. So I'm going to pick something for Hugo. So I can take a vet procedures, which he has no skill in that whatsoever. There was actually quite a few that he could have chosen, so of course I'm going to keep him at home. And he has lots of scholarships, including one I kind of wish he could quit because he's got this athletics, so he has to go all the time. And I don't even know why I registered him for that, but there. So we got 1165, and now we're gonna set up. Okay, I was actually thinking of doing vet procedures for him. I can't remember if any of them are animal enthusiasts. I feel like one of them is. Oh, but we have flower arranging for sensitive centerpieces. That's always a good one. I don't think he has any of that. I'm going to do the flower arranging. So he's in culinary arts. I don't know if you noticed, but Hugo was in a fine arts degree. I just decided that Hugo was going to like to do that, and I actually need to take him for some more classes. But he hasn't really had time, to be honest, to do that. So there he is. He's going to be at home. And he also has quite a few scholarships. And I did sign him up for the esports, which means he'll be quitting, I expect, his job that he still is in from when he was in high school. He was in the streamer, I think, was the one he was in. So, and he got 1465. And yes, we will sign. And so in this case, we have to set it up. So she's in language and literature, so that's going to help her see if it tells author, freelance writer, or private attorney. I gave her fishing because she's pretty low on that, and there weren't that many options for her where she actually needed to do them, so that's what she's doing. Of course, she's going to be at home, and she doesn't have any scholarships where she has to work. But she still got 12. I'm surprised that actually Hugo got so little, given he has an actual like this to do, which is the one that I was thinking of. I'm wondering if he can quit it because I don't really like doing it. I don't know if that's an option. I've never actually tried. Let's see. He can quit a job, so maybe he can, but he has to go. And there, he quit the video game streamer career. I also quit for Hermione. I quit one of her jobs. Oh, we have the Spice Festival, which I can't really go to right now because Harry's at work. I'm hoping he's going to get his final promotion to like the top level. I'm not on Harry. I'm on her. He is level 9. And he has a little tick, so he should be able to get to level 10. But unfortunately, I did have him sign up for one of those, the athletic one, which makes sense for him because he's athletic. Why I set up our Hugo for that, it made no sense whatsoever. And he's already maxed it too, so that's why I'm kind of thinking I might just quit for him. What's he doing? Oh, he's off. He's going. So I am just going to wait for them to get... It's also Love Day, so I'm going to wait for Harry to be back and whatnot, and I will be back when that happens. Harry's home, and he did get his promotion that I figured he would get. So he got a game mat, and he got a bonus. So yay, but he is actually about to switch and quit. Well, not quit. He will just quit by default because of the fact that I had him sign up for the sports scholarship, which means he's going to have to play for the sports team, which his case makes sense since he likes, he's active. So he got a camera. Very good. I'm just going to have him add some presents, and then we'll put it away, and I think they're all done with what... Of course, these are not the normal Love Day. I always change them. Because I don't like, it's to go on a date, give flowers. I don't like giving the flowers because it's like so hit or miss whether people like them. So I don't like it. So I know he needed some... I've been having him work on his magic, his I'm gonna put that out there to plant his spells. Or his potions, and he didn't get cursed because he can't get cursed because I have the perk where he can't get cursed, but he still collapsed because he had a bad job with his potion, which didn't make any sense because he has the perk where all of his potions and all of his practical spells and potions, and he was doing I don't really know what class the potions are, but to me it struck me as a practical potion because it was the Potion of Plentiful Needs, which seems as practical as you can get. But he failed at doing it, and normally they would get cursed when they do that, but he didn't. But he did collapse, and as if he was going to be cursed, but he didn't actually get a curse, which at least that part worked. But the fact is, he failed. I would consider that failing, which he did. So now that he's done that, let's actually switch him over. So he's got 2. I think even the one counted, even though he failed at it, because unless he had already had one, I didn't realize it. But I had noticed he couldn't do a particular potion because he needed the magic, the valerian root, I guess. And I made me realize that maybe we don't have that yet. So that's why I bought some plants, magical plants. So now I'm going to have him go on to the academic and actually enroll in university. So enroll, because he has already... I was going to do it and then realized that I wanted just to get him to the top of that career, which he is at level 4, and he has the perk, the celebrity perk, that lets him rejoin his career at the same level. So assuming... Because normally it would go down 1 automatically when you quit, and then the longer you're out, it goes down, 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 down. So as long as he doesn't lose that perk by losing his fame, he should be able to rejoin at that level. He's going to go to Foxbury, I think, is where he was going. I'm just looking at the... Yeah, because he's going to go into the biology career, which lets him, if he wants, he could be a bodybuilder, botanist, doctor, or marine biologist. And again, with him, I should have looked at his skills, which I never did, which I could go back and do, but I have a vague idea of what he might be able to need time. Skills in is what I'm saying. So he's actually working on his flower arranging. He's, I think, only level 3, so that's a good one for him. So we're going to do that. He's going to be at home. And he's got scholarships that he did get that athletic. And the workplace scholar, I guess he's going to lose. That's probably where the difference is. Possibly with with Hugo versus Herbert. Hugo maybe didn't have that one because of the fact that he had the others. So you wouldn't think you could get them both because he can't do both, right? Because he's going to be quitting his job as soon as he takes that scholarship and does that. So quit the esports career. So he completed that, and now of course he has to attend guest lectures, which it's too late for that, and he has to work on his research and debate skill. But I think once Love Day is over, I'm actually thinking I might age up Harold, and we'll just do that before we end this Let's Play as our final little thing. So they're all in university, almost finished, the two of them. They only have 1 week left of their university because I'm doing, 4 courses at a time so that they get through it in 3 weeks. In general, I actually don't find university worth it. Unless you want to do multiple careers, then it could be worth it. But if you're only going to do one career, and when I mean multiple careers, I mean, like you saw that he could go into 4 careers with that degree. So if you wanted to max all 4 of those careers, it would make it definitely easier to max 4. But if you're only going to do one career, I find that you can get to like at least level 8 in the time it takes you to university, if not already have maxed the career. So it from a gameplay perspective, if you're just doing one career, I find it's not worth it. And that's assuming you go the distinguished route and do well, where you can start at level 8. Obviously, you could start at level 6 or level 7, depending on whether you just do a regular degree, you go to the alternative university, and if you don't do as well at school, all those things. I have only so far, knocked on wood, got where my Sims start at level 8, so that's all I'm really familiar with. But I know that you can start at the lower levels, and I just won't go the non-distinguished route. I'll just, like when I did my Regs Riches Discovery University Let's Play, I had wanted my main Sim to go the one route, and she didn't get into the distinguished degree for that, so I then ended up having her go the other career. I wanted her to be what Hermione is, being the lawyer, but I had her become the judge route, if I remember correctly, but it was one or the other. So I had her take the other degree that let her go with the distinguished route, because I didn't want to go for a regular degree, because it just didn't seem to make any sense. It's the same amount of work, just at the wrong school. But anyways, I'll be back. It is the next day. It's Saturday evening, and I actually have Harry off at a guest lecture because he has to attend 3 for his university aspiration, since he just, late at night registered for university. This is the first opportunity he's got, and he can do it, but he's going to struggle a little bit once he has to start going for soccer, or his soccer practices. He'll just have to be late like Hugo was when he did it. So, but you may notice that we have Gabrielle in the house, and that's because I noticed that Harold did not know her. And I think that's back to that glitch where the parents don't know the kids for some reason, and I didn't realize that I had moved him out so quickly that she hadn't introduced himself. I was like, they're fishing together to try and build their relationship, because I made the mistake of adding her to the club before she introduced herself to him, which would have been like a boost like right away to their relationship. But of course, once I added her to the club, they started out with like barely any friendship, like just acquaintances kind of thing. He knew her, but they weren't very close. So now I think the relationship is better. But Hermione, for her debate guild, has to convince a Sim to do something. So we're going to try and see. I already tried to have her convince the butler, and she failed. So I don't know if she's going to have any luck. Her research and debate skill is pretty high, so she should have higher chance of doing it. And she's actually got all her homework done, and I would never do that anyways. And I don't think she would. And I don't know if that cooking works because we have the Simple Living Lot challenge on. We'll try it anyways. Oh, Gabrielle got to level 10 of the fishing skill.
Chinosa.
Let's see if she has any luck. I don't actually need him to cook. I just need him to need her to be successful at convincing. So I'm not going to bother having her try and do this debate because, are you actually going to cook? Oh, no, you didn't. But I need you to move away so that we can make a cake. Now, I think I had asked Herbert to make a cake. So that's not good. Hugo is off to play soccer. I didn't think actually that Harry had soccer set up. Oh, he does. I was confused. Herbert doesn't have soccer. So, sorry, he doesn't have soccer, but he also doesn't have his esports, I didn't think. Yeah, because it's not showing in there, which is a bit surprising because I thought they have their competitions on the weekend, but so I'll have to wait for them to get back, and so Harry's going to be late already because of the fact that he's supposed to be going today and it's till 9 o'clock, so I'll have to wait till they get back from their soccer activity at 9, and then we will have the birthday for Harold. So I was thinking we were going to do it. But we'll be doing it a little later, so I'll be back. It's now the next morning, and we're having a birthday party for Harold. It got too late when everybody was home because they had to go to their soccer, and of course I was like, one didn't. Of course it makes sense because they're different schools. So Hugo's team won, and Harry's team lost, unfortunately. But right, I invited a few people over, and I just thought I'd have them make some food together, and just 2 of them cooking together to get like the usual 12, and I had moved their cat Gwenag in with them, with their mom, so that our animal enthusiast Harold would have a pet around, but I may actually move the whole, like all of them, over to one of my other Let's Play saves. Not Drifter, because they're already, like, their younger versions are there, so it would make no sense, but any of my other ones. So I don't want to expand beyond the 8, just to make it easier to move them to a new save. So we have our food, and we could come here, and it is impeccable. So we could call it a meal, but we can just let people eat. I do have, it looks like we need to, why don't we clean this up first? And, actually it's late enough, and she's leveled up again. She's bought all of her things. She has no perks left to buy. But speaking of, let's have her scrubberoo herself, because she needs it a little bit. And I was just practice debating, convince a sim to do something. I was like thinking that we could try and convince someone to clean. So maybe think about it, the dirty counter. I'm actually going to put the walls into cutaway. And then I'm going to grab the cake out of the fridge and open. I'm just going to look for it. I didn't want to take it out too early because it would have gone bad. We have a lot of stuff in our fridge. I thought I put the cake in the fridge. I made a cake. I definitely made a cake. And there it is. I also have a cake in our family inventory because the Sims were baking cakes, including Liam, who was here. I have him in the club so that he's still here. I didn't want to move them all in, but like all 3 of them in, because then they'd kind of lose their house. I just wanted that, so I just had him added to the club so that he's kind of round, but obviously I can't control him. Nothing new from Drifter, except for, of course, I had been controlling him when we've been here. Let's get Harold to come here. He's playing, he's gonna chat, complain about the cloudy weather. I don't blame you. We're gonna come and blow out our candles. Actually, let me check everything. Everything is positive. Never mind, just conflict resolution. It's all, he's been a child for a very, very long time. He would have aged up already if I hadn't turned aging off, because it was his birthday, but I didn't want him to age up, so... Okay, I just wanted to get him ready before I figured out what angle. Now I need to put the walls back up. Who is this? Did we... Oh, she looks so different. I didn't recognize her at all in that outfit. That's quite funny. I'm like, who's that? And I just get a picture already. And then one while he's blowing out the candle, and he got it right on the first. She's actually here celebrating more than the others. He's been doing some fishing, so we'll say fishing aspiration for him. And he's in the art club, the drama club, so he's creative. That's what we'll say. And of course, I will just give him a quick makeover. So you can just sort of see quick. I don't mind that hair. I might leave that with him. So, just... Oh, the thing looks pretty dirty, I have to say. So, but now that we're actually here, so now he's a spellcaster. I'm going, I don't know if, I think I may have invited a teen over. I'm not 100% sure. Let me see. Oops, you're about to have a shower. You know, you're a young adult. Maybe I didn't invite any teens. I thought she was a teen. What are you doing? If we were to have a bath in your place, you would complain. You don't like it when the Sims come in, you know, help themselves and make themselves at home, because if we did that, that would not be acceptable at all. So we had a gold and he's had that. So let me just actually, you gotta go chat with her. Let's not. Let me take him into Create a Sim and give him a quick makeover so that we can see our youngest. We'll end with a teen just about to go to high school. But let me just give him a quick makeover. So we're in Create a Sim with Harold, and I'll show the before as usual. And just quickly show his new clothes, which I did use the high school year's clothes, but other ones too. So there his 2 everyday, 1 formal, that is, I think, seasons, then a few athletic. There we go. And he's gonna do all the whole high school stuff all over again, all by his lonesome, of course. I'm not gonna really be focusing on him because right now I might actually move him out with his parents now that he's aged up. Because I'm gonna play a little bit so that they finish their degrees. And then, like I said, I may just move them. Those, he had 3 party wear, and I also went over as I showed his athletic and his sleepwear without really talking about it. There's his first swimwear and his second. So the main thing is, like, I'll play a little bit with them and then have them ready to move to another save at some point. There's his first hot weather and second hot weather, and who's to say by then I might have changed their outfits a little bit. First cold weather and second cold weather. So I will, I don't think I took very many screenshots while I was doing this Let's Play, but I will gather what I did take and show a quick little slideshow so you can see that. But that's actually going to be it for this Let's Play. Likes and comments are always appreciated, and they really help with the algorithms. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!